Hello and welcome back to the Empowerment Experiences YouTube channel. I am Rochelle Richard and I guide you into and through finding your power in every moment all along this twin flame journey, which is in truth a self-love empowerment journey. It really truly is. And we're going to talk today about one of the ways that you can be loving yourself more and empowering yourself more through communicating with your twin in a level that does not require a physical connection, especially when so much of our journey in the beginning requires separation. This time of this illusion of separation between you and your twin is required for each of us to do the work as needed independently. And a lot of this work really has to do with us coming back into ourselves. In fact, I'm going to tell you that that's really the root of this work, is each and every one of us coming back home to ourselves, because through here within is how we truly find that union with our twin. That this external, this physical illusion of being separated, mine is on the other side of the world, and we have a wonderful pandemic hoax and everything else going on right now. It's like, pff, right? And I know, so I feel your pain right now. I do. But that's why I know exactly what it is we've got to be doing to be aligning with union, to be reconnecting and connecting with ourselves and our twin beyond this physical realm, because we are not really truly this physical vessel. Okay, we are soul beings having a human experience, and twin flames are exactly that, a soul that was split in two purposefully and created to be two individual whole souls that are infinitely connected with each other, so that it can experience this, all that this universe has to offer from two beautiful perspectives, the masculine and the feminine, with the ultimate intention to come into union. Well, we have a lot of learning to come into union. Imagine we have all as souls lived hundreds of lives in other dimensions, other planets, and even in this one too. All right? And it seems that I really believe that the toughest work that we have to do is when we awaken to the realization, to remembering that we are twin flames and that we have a mission here. And that as much as we want so desperately for our twin to be right here physically alongside of us, there are things that we have got to enhance within ourselves, things we've got to reconnect with. And that is our connection with Source, our connection with ourselves, because you are your twin. And the more you come home to yourself, the more you come home to your twin, the more you align with that union. So what is some of the work that we've got to do? Well, we've got to recognize our superpowers. We've got to expand them and work with them and hone them and trust in them. Because through trusting in ourselves and our power, we trust in the universe and our ultimate union, be it this life or the next life. Okay? So I love sharing about the energetic and telepathic connection that we have with our twin, because wow, as someone who did not believe in twin flames before I met my twin flame, it was pretty mind-blowing to be experimenting with this superpower of telepathy and energetic connection between who, in the beginning, I just called him my soulmate life partner. I didn't believe in twin flames. I believed a twin flame to just be self-love, period. You are your twin. But it's true, at the same time, it's more than that. It does take a little bit of integrating to allow your mind to expand, to encompass what twin flames truly are, okay? And the work that we are here to do. Because we are really here to learn to see beyond the illusion of separation. And that means, again, to be going within, to be realizing that you are never separate from your twin. Never. It's an illusion, okay? And how can you really ground into this knowing? Is through meditation and purposefully communicating with your twin. So the first time I experienced this for certain, in terms of not saying anything to him, yet getting a response back, was last April. It would be April 2019, a couple months after our meeting in Goa, India. And I was working with an orgasmic manifestation coach, a business coach of mine. And I was like, okay, because one of our patterns, one of our one of the paradigms that my twin and I are definitely here to heal is that sex isn't for pleasure. Very much so. Between my history of being a prostitute, and him being raised in a religion that does not believe sex is for pleasure at all. It's just a means to an end, which it was really fascinating to have that revealed to me. And I'll talk about that on another video when we talk about the things that are rising for us to, and the mirrors between us, but the things that rise within us to heal and shift and transmute. It's not just for ourselves, it is for the collective as well. And it's just, again, that whole mirror effect of really, oh my gosh, we have the exact same belief, just from two different perspectives, that sex isn't for pleasure. He actually said that during our trip. Anyway, I digress. That's, again, for a whole nother video. Hocus pocus focus, Rochelle. That said, it was last April, working with this orgasmic business coach of mine, orgasmic manifestation coach. And I didn't realize that I had actually been utilizing that before our trip to Goa, but I was, of course. And I was doing so much visualizing and really, truly feeling him with me that it wasn't even 10 days of doing that almost every day when I got a video call from him. And for the first time ever, he was dressed in a white shirt, buttoned down, just really truly embodying that sexy energy. And I just remember looking at that video going, oh my God, this worked. And I mean, he was doing all his, winky winks and all these things at me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this really works. And like I said, I hadn't said anything to him. And of course, though, throughout all of that time, we were processing through fear and doubt. And because as twin flames, you will experience a shit ton of that. Fear, doubt, uncertainty. Is he not? Are we going to be together? Are we not? What? I mean, we give ourselves a whiplash. We really, truly do. Okay. Talking, no wonder my neck hurts, right? Oy vey. So we have, been processing through things. We've come back together and pulled apart and come back together. And each time I can clearly see what that pattern is, what the trigger is. And that's what we are supposed to do, is we are supposed to be able to see these things, recognize them, and heal all of this shit that's tied around it. Okay? And then be able to release that, because all of that shit are just blocks between you and your ultimate union, between you and your higher self, your true self, between you and fulfilling this mission that you've come here to fulfill. Okay. So after that experience, it's not at all coincidental that this past April, he came back again, because again, back and forth, we've been doing this, and he came back into my physical experience again. And one of the first things he said to me, because you better believe I was telepathically and energetically communicating with him. One of the first things he says to me is, you keep sending energy to the universe to spoil me. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No. Because I was, again, blown away that there he was validating this, confirming this. But what so often happens is we get scared of our superpowers, right? Because they feel so foreign. They feel so unfamiliar. They feel so not human, right? And not scary. And where fear comes from is it's rooted in that ego. Okay? Anything that's unfamiliar, the ego is going to fear. And that means that these special gifts that you all possess, because as twin flames, we all possess these superpowers. We all are empaths. We all have come here to anchor in this new earth through unconditional love. And this is why some of us, and I know for sure because of what my experience has been in this physical realm, in this lifetime in particular, that I am not surprised at the intensity of our separation, our back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I am not at all surprised at that. And the more we can embrace this journey, the more we can embrace that this is for our growth. We chose to incarnate here. We chose to do this. And so often in lives past, twin flames did not incarnate together. So the fact that if you are one who knows for sure you've met your twin, but yet you are overcoming the illusion of separation, be grateful. Be so anchored in gratitude that you get to and have had the privilege, the blessing of experiencing your twin flame in this physical realm. Not everybody gets to, and most of us have not been able to in a lot of our past lives. I know RV and I, we did. He is the one who affirmed that during our trip in Goa. Even he said, I feel we've known each other in past lives. And it was just so random when he said it. We weren't even talking about anything like that. We didn't talk a lot about the spiritual side of things. Because understand, and I'll do a video on this as well, that there is always a more awakened spiritual twin and one that is very deep in the matrix. And my wonderful, love him to bits and pieces twin is very, very deep in the matrix. I mean, he is being conditioned in a culture where you don't marry for love. Love is practically a faux pas. You actually, get married via a business arrangement. It is an arranged marriage, which makes it a business arrangement, which is kind of comical to me because is that not like prostitution? So I like to laugh at that, because again, we get to choose the meaning we give to this experience. Okay. You can either make it excruciating even more so than what aspects of it are going to be, or you can really be doing that work and be shifting and going, you know what? I'm just going to laugh at this because it really is kind of funny at the synchronicity there. Okay. All right. So how can you communicate with your twin? It's really not something that needs to be overthought. In fact, don't think about it. Okay. It's all in the being. It's all in the being. So how you want to be is you want to allow yourself to be in a space of surrender, of having let go of any expectation, of any need. Because when you come from need, that implies lack. And when you come from lack, you're going to get more of that. This is what the runner-chaser dynamic, and I already have a video out about that, about, understanding that, is when we chase, that's coming from lack. And that is a repellent energy that pushes things away, that creates resistance. That is a block. Because we are abundant beings and we are here to truly learn and embody that. I mean, I'm still working on that myself. I am in no way perfect. And any teacher, any spiritual guide, anybody who tells you that they have it all figured out, be very cautious. Be very cautious. I share in this journey with you, truly. However, I definitely understand what it is we are here to achieve and how we go about getting there. Am I a perfect piano player, shall we say, at it. No. But that's what we're here to do, is practice and practice and practice and hone our skills more and more and more. Okay? So, as I was saying, you want to be in a state of surrender. You want to be as high vibe as you can. So I even recommend putting yourself through a foreplay, so to speak. Go do a little bit of foreplay with yourself, okay, in preparation for connecting with your twin, okay? And that may be something where you meditate, just simply meditate to stop all that thought. You go and have a cup of tea, you go for a walk, take in nature, anything to allow you to begin to let go of that need for control, okay? And then what I recommend you do is, I love to listen to, there's so much, I call it musical meditation music on YouTube. And some of these videos are hours and hours long. All right, I love to pick one of those wonderful things, put it on. I love using my massage table to meditate, because I like to lay down to meditate. That way my body has no excuse to get all tense anywhere. It's like full relaxation. Excuse me. Sorry. And to lie down, close your eyes, and I kid you not, it has such an impact when you smile. All right? And I want you to begin to just think about your twin. If you haven't yet met your twin, you can visualize whatever image that you perceive your twin to be. The key here is to be focused in on your twin, and to therefore have your energy focused towards your twin. Now, I will both speak the words sometimes, and I will also think words to him. We can create physical responses, and we do. We create physical responses in our bodies just with our mind alone. So if you want to visualize, for instance, the whole orgasmic manifestation thing, if you want to visualize that kind of an experience with your twin, go for it. All right? The key is to always be in that surrender state, allowing things to just flow through you. Don't judge, because when we judge, that's going to put the brakes on your vision right there, and that energy and that communication that you are having with your twin. Okay? Now, the other side of that is when things like that come up, judgment, doubt, fears, anything, when any of that comes up, it's so important to look at what that is, because that's a trigger. That is something that is rising within you to be healed, transmuted, released. Okay? That's how we clear the blocks. All right? Something important that's coming through right now is, don't force this. Don't sit there and go, again, from that needy place, oh my gosh, I need to visualize with my love. I want, oh my God, No. Remember, the journey, the true journey home to our twin is within. Okay? Because as we love them, we love ourselves. And as we love ourselves, we love them. It is connected. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot be loving him so much but totally neglecting you. That's a complete and utter imbalance. And even this telepathic and energetic communication and exchange is going to be dampened by that. Okay? It's going to be negatively influenced. The key to all of this is to recognize that you have the power within you. And when you allow yourself to visualize that you are with your twin, you are holding hands, you're speaking softly to each other, you're watching the sunset together, you're snuggled tightly in their arms, all such things. Allow yourself to see that. Because we create our reality. And this is why I'm going to tell you that it is important to your ultimate union and to creating that momentum towards it, rather than being in doubt and fear and shame and all of these low vibe spaces, is to allow yourself to do these things, to allow yourself to spend time in this meditative state, in this imaginary place, right? Because again, we create our reality. And anything we manifest, this is how I manifested my trip to meet him. From concept to completion in under 90 days. That it means I booked my flight on October 30th before I had my passport. I landed back here in America on January 22nd. It didn't even take 3 months, and I was there and back. And I didn't even have the extra money saved. I had no passport. I had no plans to even drive across the Phoenix Valley. And let me tell you, that's a day trip in itself, okay? From east side, I'm east side to the west side. All right? We are that powerful. And one of the biggest things I did was implementing a practice, a manifestation practice, wherein you embody, you utilize an affirming statement, and you embody, you use all the senses you can, from your hearing, your sight, your smell, your touch. You embody the vision. And that is how we shift timelines and close the gap and align with the vision we desire. We, each and every one of us, are the catalysts in this journey. And if you want something, you can have it. There is nothing that is going to keep you from what you want except for you. And what I am also getting right now is that, especially with the matrix twin, they don't do these kinds of things. They're not intentional with manifestation. They're not intentional with their energy. They're not intentional because they're in the matrix. The matrix does not comprehend the spiritual side of things. Okay? They are the contrast. And that's on purpose too. So you be the leader in the relationship. You be the truly awakened twin. And you be the one that is harnessing and honing this energy, this superpower. And you be the one to bring the two of you together, all in divine timing. But I promise you, it really is up to you to do the work necessary, release the shit, and align with it, that which you desire, which is ultimately twin flame union. I am Rochelle Richard, founder, CEO, and self-love empowerment coach of Empowerment Experiences, and I am here to serve and support you in this journey. Because remember, a twin flame journey is ultimately a self-love empowerment journey, and I'm very familiar with the self-love empowerment journey and manifestation and mindset and energy work and aligning with that which we desire. So just reach out to me, send me a message in countless platforms. You can certainly email me directly at empowermentexperiences@gmail.com. Easy peasy. And of course, you can learn more at empowermentexperiences.com. All right. That said, go create your amazing life. Go create union with your twin. Go visualize and harness and hone your telepathic communication with your twin, because you have that power within. Namaste.